Phase one of our throwing program, we're going to introduce 4 different movements. This first one will be Decel 1. It's a deceleration movement. You'll see yourself down close to one knee, about 6 inches off the ground with your knee. Your back ankle will roll over to where your ankle bone hits the ground. That'll allow you to finish. Decel 1 will be our first throwing movement. The second movement that you'll see coming up after Decel 1 is going to be hip flips. Hip flips, there's a lot of different variations for this one. The biggest thing is to really not use the arm, use the body to kind of separate. We're trying to reset the hip and kind of open it before we start. When you finish and throw, your ankle will also flip over. It'll allow your hips to really rotate and let your right hip get out in front when you finish. So this one will be called hip flips. Again, try not to use the arm to stretch back, let the separation happen with the core turning. Your third one will be pivot picks. There's different variations of pivot picks for those of you that have been doing this with us. We have boxing pivot picks, Japanese swim drill pivot picks. You can actually go on Driveline as well and just research pivot picks, and you're going to see a lot of these movements as well, and a few that we've modified. When you get done with pivot picks, our fourth movement will be torque. Opposite foot torque. So you'll have your opposite foot in front. You can do it standing opposite foot, walking opposite foot. My hips are sliding a little bit. You don't really want your hips to slide. In this case, we're sitting down in a lunge with the opposite foot, and it just works on separating your top and bottom half and trying to keep your bottom in a strong base, foundation base, as you're working through it. These will be our first 4 movements and phase 1 of us introducing throwing program movements.